Welcome to BodyBags. I'm your Friday reviewer, Chris from Chris B Movies. You know my name is Chris. You know I love B movies. And I also love disturbing Greek films named Dogtooth by Yorgos Lanthimos, who also did the movie The Lobster, which got critical acclaim. Look at this artwork on here. Look at this. Yeah, I picked this up from the Kino sale. Kino Lorber, that is. And this is a film I had to see. I had to check out. Kino Lorber did a great job on the disc. It looks freaking awesome. Like I say, it's 2009 Greek film by Yorgos Lanthimos, and you know him from The Lobster, man. Or if you've never seen The Lobster, you should watch it. It's pretty good. And it got critical acclaim. So, this basically couple, they have 3 kids. The boy's name's Martin, and they have 2 younger daughters. And they keep them isolated. Okay, now these kids never seen the outside world. They are isolated, fenced in, and they never got the proper education other than what their parents have taught them, which is not proper education. I mean, there's a scene where a kid thinks a flower is called a zombie. I ain't even joking about this. And the kids have really not much to do in their time. Never worked a day in their life, never went to school, got homeschooled, got taught all the wrong things, so their language is, like, really shockingly bad. And they play these little silly games, and they're now in adulthood. But the father keeps them caged in, and the only way they can get out is by losing their dog tooth. And then they have to be driven away by a car. Now, the whole time, they think on the other side of the fence that they have a brother that lives there. But there is no brother that lives outside the fence. That just kind of stays outside the fence. But they think he does, so they keep throwing him stuff, and they try to play with him. And, of course, there is no interaction on the other end, because he's not there. He doesn't exist. One scene where Martin, the son, finds a cat, and he totally annihilates this cat. And then the father takes fake blood, puts it all over himself, and he's like, "Oh, the cat attacked me. Cats are evil. Cats are so evil." And he's like, "The cat just killed your brother." So now the kids are all sad because they think their brother on the other side died. Where really, there was no brother on the other side. And now the father is saying that the cats are bad, they're evil, they must be destroyed. We must act like dogs to destroy them. So he gets down, and he starts acting like a dog, and all the kids are acting like dogs and stuff. The father is quite a disturbing man. I mean, he, in order to please his son Martin, where he works, he's able to go to work on the outside world. There's a security guard named Christine, and he pays her a lot of money to go back to his place and have sex with his son Martin. And apparently he gives Christine a big load of money to do this. So she goes in and she awkwardly has sex with him. I mean, it's a very awkward scene. And then kids, leave the room, wants Martin to do something else, which he refuses to do. So now Christine goes to the girls and tries to get the girls to do them. Even willing to give them her headband to please Christine in a way that Martin could never do that. So the headband gets passed around from Christine to the older daughter of the couple. And then the older daughter's like, "You want the headband? You have to do something for me." And she says, "You gotta lick me." And the other younger girl's like, "What?" And she lick my face. So the other girl's licking her face, and then she gives her the headband. Very strange, odd scene. This movie is very strange, an oddball of a film. If you've never seen it, and you like odd, disturbing films, this is a perfect one to watch. There is no rhyme or reason for anything that goes on in this film, other than these kids have no education. They have no idea what the outside world's all about. Only the father does, but he keeps them isolated from that outside world, that corruption that's out there. And the only way they can fully do it is by losing a tooth, the dog tooth. And towards the end, the older girl needs to get the hell out of there because she's done with all this, and she basically hammers out her tooth and takes the tooth out and leaves it there, and then goes into the back of her father's car. In the trunk of the car, and the father takes off, doesn't even know she's there. And it kind of ends that way. Yeah, this film is nuts. And if you think I've given away spoilers, no, you gotta watch this one for yourself. This is a nutty film, but I enjoyed every moment of this. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. I couldn't stop watching this film. As disturbing as it was, I could not stop watching this film. I mean, kids think a flower's a zombie. I mean, come on. I can't make this up. You know, I can make it up. I have a good imagination, but this is just totally bonkers. The kid says, "Hey, Mom, do you want me to bring the zombie inside?" Which he meant flower. So yeah, definitely check this one out. It's a different type of film. It flows really well, though. And there's a dance scene at a party they have that's like totally bonkers. And these kids play it to like the nth extreme. They play it so well, so disturbingly well. It's just like insane. And then there's a scene, I gotta tell you about another scene. The scene where Christina, the security guard that the father brings home for the son, she had dirty tapes, and the older daughter, coaxed her into having Christine give her some of those X-rated tapes. So she gave her the tape. And when the father comes home, he finds the tape. So he's like, "Get masking tape." He gets masking tape, he puts it around, and then he beats his daughter with it. It's crazy. And then he goes to Christine's house, and he takes a VCR and smashes her with the VCR and cracks it with the tape and just beats the shit out of Christine. It's like, what the frig? Yeah, this movie is totally insane. And like I say, if you think I've spoiled a lot for you, you gotta watch this for yourself. It's friggin' insane, man. It's totally nuts and bonkers. But yeah, very artistic in the same tone. It flows really well, like 96 minutes, and it's like you can't take your eyes off this film. It's pretty amazing. Not for everybody. But basically people who like Salo, a Serbian film, Martyrs and stuff like that, you might get into this one. And if you like really artsy type films with a lot of social commentary, then you might really like this film. But like I say, it's totally not for everybody. Pretty damn disturbing. Out of 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, I give it a solid 9. I really liked this film. I really enjoyed it in a very disturbing fashion. But Dogtooth is pretty awesome. I had a ball watching this. I actually watched it the second time afterwards. And again, really enjoyed the hell out of it the second time around, even though I knew it was coming up. So yeah, check out Dogtooth. You know, Kino has a sale. You might want to pick this one up. You might enjoy this one. Oh yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all for watching. And tune in next week because I'm going to bring something fun to the table. You know, I always try to bring fun stuff to the table. Oh yeah. Check out all the other reviews. They do a bang up job. And we got some heavy hitters coming the next couple days. So check them out. Don't forget to watch those late night horror movies. Read up on your latest Fright Max. Don't forget to tune in to another episode of a show we call